I have lots of blackcurrant. This is from our garden. My husband picked it. I don't have patience for it. So he picked it. You make a very good jam out of it, but the taste is a bit strong. So you either love it or you hate it. My husband can't care for it just by itself, but you can make blackcurrant. I did before with rhubarb, and it cuts down on that strong flavor. So it becomes a very nice jam. This year, we had also bountiful of raspberries in our garden. My husband picked it all, and I I thought it was the end of it. And here he comes with another bucket of it. So I put in the freezer some raspberry because I love to have raspberries for the winter when it's so expensive. A little box, you pay like $4 for it. And I like to make cakes with raspberry, and it's so wonderful to have it during the winter. So I put some in the freezer. But as I said, he went out there and picked me up another batch of raspberries. And I'm not complaining or anything. I love that I have raspberry, but I thought, what am I going to do with so much raspberry? And somebody actually on my channel commented, because I did a video about how to freeze the raspberries. They said, make jam. And I said, duh, I haven't made jam and I haven't thought of jam, because you need to have a little bit more for jam, right? So I thought today, why don't I try something different? Blackcurrant and raspberry jam. So if this is your cup of tea, or I should say your jam, stay with me and let's do some blackcurrant and raspberry jam. If this is your first time, my name is Leia. Welcome to my channel. So let's make some jam. I have here 4 cups of blackcurrant. I'm going to add it to my pot, and you should use a deep. My pot is quite deep because of the foaming, so you have enough room. And I'm going to add 2 cups of water. And now I'm going to bring this to a boil. What I'm looking for here is I want this blackcurrant to get soft and start popping. So then I can mash it. So I have 5 cups of blackcurrant and 2 cups of water. The black currants are boiling. It came to a boil. So I'm going to let it cook for probably 10 minutes. We'll see how long it takes. I set the timer for 10 minutes. I still have 7 minutes to go. So I want them to soften really well when I add the raspberry, to be very soft. They've been simmering, and now they are really breaking up, and they are so soft. I'm gonna turn this fan off. Make such a loud noise. They are, you can squish them now. They are breaking up. See that? They are breaking up easily. So yeah, my timer is done. So I simmered them for 10 minutes. And now I'm just gonna mash them a little bit more. I want them to blend really well with the raspberries. So I mashed them up. I just went around a few times, and it's looking pretty good. I made many types of jams, many kinds, but I never tried blackcurrant with raspberry. So this is first time for me too, and I'm really anxious to see how it turns out. But I think it will be delicious. So now I'm going to continue, and I'm going to add the raspberry. I rinse them with some cold water, and I'm going to add just a pinch of salt. And also a box of pectin. And freshly squeezed lemon juice. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and give it a stir and let this come to a boil. I also placed a small plate in the freezer, test how well the jam is done. So now this is boiling, so I'm going to add the sugar, and I have here 8 cups of sugar. And stir this in, and now we are going to cook the jam until it's done. So I will bring it up to a rolling boil. Okay. So now it's boiling, so I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. And then we'll look at it and see how it does. The taste is wonderful. Such a good flavor. I like to stir it from time to time. And you can also skim this foam if you want. It's been almost 10 minutes, so I'm going to give it a try. I took my plate out from the freezer, and I'm going to put a little bit on it and put it back for just 30 seconds. Now let's see. It's almost, but not quite. So I'm going to keep cooking for probably another 5 minutes or so and give it another test. Remember to stir it from time to time. And I didn't skim any of this foam, and it's kind of dissipates, not much, just a little bit here, and it will dissipate. Okay, let's do another test. You add just about half a teaspoon, back in the freezer for 30 seconds. 30 seconds later, see, it's wrinkling. You see that? How it's thickened? So this is good. Now you can always cook it longer if you want a thicker jam, but remember, as it cools, it will thicken a little bit more. So now I'm turning off the stove, and I'm gonna let it sit here for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put it in jar. I washed the jars in the dishwasher, and so I kept it there warm, so ready to go when I need it. Time to put all this yummy jam into the jars. So you fill it up, leaving about a 1/4 inch on the top, just like that. And then I like to use a damp paper towel and then wipe the top before you put the seal on, so it won't stick. And then you just tighten it finger tight, so don't over tight, just like that. And then set it aside, and as they cool, you are going to hear a pop, and they are gonna seal. That means that jars are going to seal. I'm not sure how many jars I need, but I will let you know at the end. And also, I'm going to place the ingredients in the description below this video. And then you can adjust it to your quantities. But you are going to have a guide there. Even if you don't have the quantities that I made, but it's going to be a good guide for you to follow. So just finger tight. So I'm going to finish canning this jam. I finished the jam, and here they are. I've got 4 500 ml jars, 16 ounces, and 3 jars, 250 ml, 8 ounce each. And I'm going to let them cool, and then I'm going to put a label with a date so I know when I made them, and then I'm going to store them away in a cool place. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and if you did, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.